Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. We're back. We are in the Forlorn Swords. We have just finished running some side quests for some people back in Unoct. And now we are working our way towards some main story stuff. There's a little camp here. I think it's Camelosian deserters, but let's take a look. There's something over there too. What is this? These guys are bad guys. Nameless Dalriata. These are new.
Your money?
Level 55.
Money or your life?
See ya. Reflex bow. Dalriata armor. Take a look at this stuff here. Bag. 1,500 for a reflex bow. Wow. Yeah, we're getting every single one of those for sure. Champion spear, we'll take a look at that. 800, not bad. We'll pick up those too. Looks like these weapons on these Dalriata are actually pretty expensive. Even the Forlorn axes are 300 for 200, which I like. Typically you want to do 100 money per one weight. And that'll give you like the best fell to carry ratio. At least from my experience, that's what I could tell you. What is this burning cauldron over here? This thing. Oh, question marks. Oh, a fast travel point. Who are you? Vati.
A non-Rita wandering through these frigid lands. It takes courage, or perhaps folly, to traverse the Forlorn Swords alone. Sit, if it pleases you. A warm flame is rare here. The farther north you go, the less life you'll find. Nothing but snow, mountains, and the Dalrita, mourning days long gone.
Who are you?
I am Vati. Little else of me is worth knowing. Yet, you asked as though you seek some greater tale. Not in my case, stranger. I'm just an old man, exiled from a tribe long ago. You, however, seem sharp, strong, and you're not from here. That much is clear. Now, it's you I'm curious about. So tell me, what brings you to the Forlorn Swords?
Wish to understand the nature of what dwells within me.
Hey, that's a proper question to ask. And perhaps there's no better place to lose oneself entirely in such a quandary. I once knew a man who faced a dilemma. It lingers with him to this day.
It's him.
Luck was not on his side in finding answers to his questions. Gerfan is his name.
Oh, okay.
A good man. You should meet him. I think he'd gladly have a chat with you.
It's the third person taking us to Griffin. Ooh, he's got a shop. Sharpened arrow. And picklocks. Yep. Well, what happened to the village?
Camelot. They butchered almost everyone from the Gunvaldir tribe.
Okay.
Old Frode, Gunvaldir chief, knew the Camelosians were coming. He called for aid.
Yikes.
But no one answered his plea. What a disgrace. And so, divided we fall. Now, his firstborn wages his own war in the south. The Dalrita dare not speak his name
One Eye?
loud. They call him One Eye now. The last I heard, his people had taken the temple of the All-Mother.
That makes a lot of sense now. Why did the Camelocians attack the Gonvelder tribe?
Among the Dalrita, there were rumors that their giants had begun to stir. Hard to say how much truth there is to it. Look for yourself. Still sleeping like the dead. Camelot may have feared it, though. A wakened giant would have been just another burden on their already troubled heads. And royalist heads seem far less suited to carrying burdens. That's how I see it.
Can you tell me more about the battle?
Here? No. What happened here was a slaughter. The battle itself was fought in the fortress, but I wouldn't advise going there. Folks lose their wits there. For as long as I recall, restless Dalrita lingered within its walls, kinless or destined to leave heirs that would not remember their ancestors. But then the Gunvaldir decided to look after them. They claimed the fortress for themselves. No one objected.
What do you mean they decided to look after these souls?
Gunvaldirs had close ties to the spirits of their ancestors. They took in those forgotten as their own, forging a bond with them. In return, the spirits granted them strength, sometimes even coming to their aid.
Nice.
Frode and his people thought moving the battle within the fortress walls would give them advantage. Well, they all died, so that tells you how it turned out.
The other tribes didn't want the fortress for themselves?
The only tribe living close enough were the Ulfar, but trust me, most would rather raise a toast to their ancestors than meddle with their spirits. Let the dead remain dead, as they say.
Okay. I met One Eye in the south. He's still fighting.
It's surprising he's still alive, I won't deny. But I understand how he gathered loyal warriors. The mood in the tribes is sour. Some have had enough. They break away and rally to the banner of the proud warlord. A madman's fight against the oppressor. A romantic vision, isn't it?
Nice. Awesome. Great lore dump there. What's happening in here? Let's take a look around this town real quick. Got a shrine. Mana potion. That was a well. Stone tablet of resolve. Interesting. Wonder if that'll be useful later. Hello? Any chickens? Who are you? Undead. Man, these enemies can take some hits. I went from one-shotting stuff in the south, or Kunakt, to having to like 4-shot these things. 1, big blast, 2. Take the totems. Whoa. Got it. This music is awesome. Are they fighting my minions? Let me resummon my minions because they are invisible. Alright, there we go. I have so many minions. Feels awesome. Big spot. Ooh. Really nice dig spot. Is there nothing left? Potato. Oh, missed. Brimstone. Got it. Where did that undead guy go? I have no clue. The town is actually pretty large. Another dig spot? Nothing interesting or useful there. Okay. Meteorite. Nice. Is that a polar bear? Hello, bear. And bears are pretty chunky. Guess we'll use this to level. Let's grab more endurance. And endurance. Can we do like carry weight? This is health. Nothing to do with carry weight. Stamina, maybe? No. Practicality. Could do reusable resources. We don't really craft that much, though. Additional food item. Special dishes have 50% more potent effects. Potions last twice as long. Could do more crits. Increase crit damage. Crits heal me. Damage reduction against the next hit I suffer. Critical hits increase move speed. Could increase critical damage by 40%. Seems pretty good. Let's start working on that. Save. We could do Arthur's memories, but we're gonna wait on that. There is a point of interest over here. Let's see if I can find it. There's a couple points of interest, actually. Corpse Eaters. Got a double kill. Triple kill. Almost did half damage to that bear. Bears take almost no damage here. I am hitting pretty damn hard, and they are not giving a crap. Makes me sad. Alright, let's go see what these points of interest are. Can I not even get up there? Maybe I need to go into... Ooh, Frostbitten Warrior. Ooh, look at this guy. Once traders and hunters, they thrived on the edges of the forlorn swords. What remains are cursed warriors, their bodies locked in eternal ice. Some are slow, mindless husks, while others are encased in razor-sharp crystals. Their armor of ice makes them nearly invulnerable, hiding any weaknesses beneath the glittering, lethal shell. That's cool. Frostbitten Warrior Axe. Is this anything? Nah, it's not worth selling. The tablet's useless. We'll keep the totem. Safe. Enemy right there. What are you? Undead. Well, you're cool looking. The undead out here have gotten really neat looking. The warrior stuff is trash, right? Yeah. Okay. Got it. Okay, where did he go? Oh, hit my minions. I love the battle music. Wow. Just to show you how tanky these things are. It took a little while for my minions to kill that. Okay, here's the stronghold. Guessing there is... Come on. There we go. One. Got another one. What the hell? What's this? What? What? What is that? Is that a shaman, like, trying to resurrect them? I think the shaman was resurrecting him. Wow, these guys take a lot of damage. The enemies here are bananas. These for more items than any... Nope, they're worthless as well. A reinforced lock chest? I broke my lockpick. I broke 2 lockpicks? Damn. Nice chest. Ooh, a meteorite node. Bonk. Gotta get that plate. What is this? Ooh, this is how we get to the fortress, I think. Alright, let's look around here real quick if there's anything else I need. It's a cage. Here is a busted bridge. Across is where we need to be. We have to go around, I guess. Okay. I guess the only way to discover what's inside is to go around. We're slowly making our way towards the Dialriata capital. But we got suckered in by this area here, so let's take a look. Oh. Hello. Oh shit, there goes my loot. Crit that guy. Oh no. Oh no, come on, bro. Ow, he killed me. Oh my god. That goddamn mob. My minions weren't with me. I did not expect to run into that asshole. And being on a tiny little platform to fight that dude sucks. Like, I was trying to change to the right setup to fight that guy. Okay. Now that we kind of know what to expect coming up here. Get my units summoned. Right. Killed the first archer. Okay, killed the second. Great. Save. Titanium arrows and a reflex bow. Nice. Reflex bows are very expensive. And my spells look dinky when... Whoa. When they, Another reflex blow. Nice. My spells look like they don't do any damage on some of these units. Look how tanky these enemies are. I feel like when you see me shooting at people and they're taking like, you know, 1% damage, you're probably thinking, man, I don't do any damage. But I do a shit ton of damage. It's just these enemies have like 2,000 life. That's kind of hard to deal with. Another chest. Iron poison arrows. That's a stealth crit. And he went down to like 15% HP. That's pretty serious. Damn. There's a... something I need to discover over here. Can't quite reach it. Ow. Man. Fireballs aren't doing that much damage. Put a shield on. It's really difficult to see these skeletal guys. Look at that. Look how much damage these guys take. Damn. They're 1,230 experience apiece. Pretty serious. And they all have reflex bows and titanium arrows. These are definitely in-game mobs. End-game mobs. I'm glad that Four Dweller big dude didn't spawn. Damn, this guy's tanky. Ice Crusher. There's an enemy up here that I shot earlier. Where did he go? I have no idea. My minions are dealing with the enemies above. Let's go help them out. Damn, these guys are tough. What is this? Ice Crusher. Increases damage by 50% if the enemy is frozen. A one-handed weapon. Okay. And the enemies in the Forlorn Swords, man, they're strong. I'm gonna have so much money when I sell stuff, and I've already got a shit ton of money. There's the stronghold. Bust into this chest real quick. Severing Ray. What is this? Ooh. So our fast casts on the current spell that I'm using is 328 damage. So when I do, like, 15% of their HP per hit, that's 300 damage. And my big hit is 400 damage. Enemies out here are so damn tanky. This shoots a powerful single ray. Shoots a single powerful ray. Charge a piercing beam of pure energy starting at 25% of its damage and gaining its full damage potential over 4 seconds. Well, that sounds cool. Let's try this out. What is this? Okay. Looks cool. I was kind of hoping to unlock more of the little question marks around here. What are these question marks and how do I get to them? Are these like caves? There's nothing over there. Ouch. And what is over here? Ooh. Oh, a druid shrine. Sorry, what? That's pretty hard to aim. Yeah, it doesn't like lock on automatically, similar to how the lightning spells used to work. So this is a no-go. Act a blazing projectile. And it uses a tremendous amount of mana for what it actually does in damage. Archdruid's gloves. Increases magical crit chance by 33% when your mana is low. Increases critical damage by 50%. I'm not really digging these mana is low sets. Seems kind of trashy. Ooh, is that iron? Okay. Gotta get that potato. We could do the dungeon now. I don't know how big it is. And I'd like to discover whatever the hell this is over here. I'm guessing it's on the other side of this mountain. Is there a fast travel nearby? That's there. I'd like to jump over this. There we go. Go see what this is. We'll deal with the dungeon later. Ooh. A random chest. Nice. That question mark is like right there. I get that. Ow. Oh, there's a cave system. Here we go. Wretched hideout. Well, there's the question mark I was looking for. Guess we'll take a look at what this is now. Looks to be a hideout. Wonder if this is going to be for a quest later. Nothing on my radar. As far as threats. Nothing of interest. Who are you? Save. Sylvius.
Stop! Don't come any closer. Are you alive? Or a ghost?
I'm both. I'm here. Do you often see people who aren't here?
I don't know. Haven't seen anyone in a long time. Last friend of mine left this cave, 5 years ago? Could be more. Hard to tell the time in here. But there, it's just endless damn autumn. But yeah, it's been a while. So maybe I've started to lose it. Thought I'd ask. Politely.
Who's asking?
I'm the one asking questions here. Though, Looking at you now, I won't kid myself. I wouldn't stand a chance in a fight. Name's Sylvius. I've lived here many years now.
Are you Dalriata?
What? Gods, no. I'm hiding from Del Riata. And since the war's still on, and you don't look like a Riata, I say, welcome. We can hide together. It's safe, more or less. You get used to the dark. At dusk, before the weirdness creeps in, I go out to, well, I hunt.
Why did Camelot attack Gundavar?
I wondered about that too. When
And
the
Baldur?
order came, the Del Riata aren't the friendliest neighbors, sure, but they've never done anything to us. And they had a deal with King Arthur. They could rule their lands their way. So why the bloodshed? I thought, and finally it hit me. When you don't know what it's about gold. Or something else worth taking. So I figure those fine knights of the Round Table made a deal to bleed the Del Riata dry and keep the loot for themselves, because it's miserable back in Camelot. The city's nothing like the capital from the old stories. It's a stinking gutter. No wonder they're after coin.
What war?
The war with Del Riata started with the Gunvildar lot. But I heard Galahad say he'd bring in reinforcements and push on. And the Del Riata, I used to think they were savages. But even though they do fight like wild beasts, they're just people like you and me. And I'm done helping with this. That's why I'm hiding.
How long have you been here?
Well, since Camelot crushed the Gunvildar. Don't know how long exactly, long enough. A few lads and I never got the retreat order. They left without us. We had no choice. We had to hide, had to survive. I made it because I was stubborn. The others, they gave up, walked out, never came back. That's how I know the war is still going. And nothing will drag me out of this cave.
War's over. Camelot pulled out. They never came back.
What? No, that can't be. I hear battle sounds every day. They're so loud. Feels like the war's going on just over the hill. But the weirdness comes at night. What happened to Gunvildar Keep? That was a massacre. Maybe it is the weirdness. I've heard it can bring your worst fears to life. Thought that was just stories for kids. I don't know what to think anymore.
Maybe your comrades just went home. That's why they never came back.
Who knows? They left me, just left. I've been alone ever since. Alone in this awful place. Too scared to walk more than a few steps from the cave. So many years. And now what? What am I even supposed to do?
Maybe go outside and get some sun.
Home, they'll think I'm a spy. They'll hang me before I say a word. But if I stay, I'll die here, alone. When you leave, I might never speak to anyone again. I'll just rot here in this dark, cold cave.
I think you should take the risk. Go back. There's no war here anymore.
Maybe I will. I'll go back as a beggar. Nobody needs to know who I really am, right? You're right. I'll pack some supplies and start walking. It's a long road home. Thank you for showing up. You're welcome to use this cozy little cave of mine whenever you like.
Nice.
I won't be needing it anymore.
Great.
Before we part ways,
Ooh.
give you the location of a stash left behind by our old legate, one of Galahad's close men. His treasures weren't any use to me, not in the state I've been living in, and I don't have the strength to carry any of it now, so I'm passing it on to you for talking with me. It really helped. Thank you.
Awesome. Great. Let's go take a look at that stash. Just kind of, ooh. Kind of looking over some of the stuff here. We don't have any points to spend. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Hey, a chest. All right. What a wild little cave. I'm glad we checked this out. Hopefully the item that we get from the stash is actually worth it. There's been quite a few items in this game that are just meh. But that's just because they don't fit our build. The stash is here. Okay. Maybe we go check that stash. Let's see if we can discover some more of these waypoints. Get this meteorite. There's an enemy right here. Nope, it's just a rack. There's still a thing over here that I have to discover. What is this? Oh, I thought that was like a hidden thing. It is not. This does not look like a way to anything. Whatever it is, it's like right up there. Let's keep walking up this trail. Maybe we'll find something. Is that Camelot? Oh boy. One down. Got another one. Is he still alive? Oh no, the shaman. The shaman was trying to resurrect these dudes. That's what it was. They don't truly die until you kill the shaman. That's annoying, but also interesting. Some wolf fangs. Got some archdruid pants. Increases spell power by 100% when your mana is below 50%. And increases magical critical chance by 20%. Wow. That is insane. Absolutely nuts. How do I get up here? There's something right there. Guess we'd have to get in through the other side of the mountain. I don't see any cave systems. Who are y'all? Nameless Riata.
This is gonna hurt.
Ow. Ow.
Your wealth is ours.
Toast. Okay. Who are you? Oh, we're overweight. Get rid of the spoon. These plates. Still overweight. Guess we need to go back to town. Get rid of this armor. Get rid of these gloves. Get rid of these pants. Get rid of this extra mining pick. Save. This dude is a boss. Crit and killed that guy. Who's this dude? Scrap iron. Chunky boy is who he is. Excellent titanium throwing knives. Sower of Plague. Ulfer's Titan Steel armor. Titan Steel helmet. What is this stuff? Some massive armor on this stuff. 9 on a helmet. 13 armor on a chest piece. Very heavy stuff though. Increases buff duration by 50% on the cape. It's not worth anything, but that's cool. Sower of Plague. It's a two-handed weapon. Heavily poison enemies. Another poison weapon. Wow. Maybe we should drop the wooden arrows. How many broken arrows do we even have? Get rid of that trash. I only have 166 leather on me. Wow. Save. We are overweight. Again. Yeah, I'd say it's time to go sell some stuff. Drop some of these axes. $2,000 for this ice crusher. All right, I need to go find a fast travel point and go sell. This is ridiculous. Oh, so I have to go this way in order to get through. Maybe there'll be a fast travel point on the other side.
Stay sharp. We'll make short work of you.
All right, 1 down.
Your road. Yeah.
2 down. 3 down. Can't really loot any more bodies.
Your money or your life.
Ow. Got him. Another. I guess we'll drop the spear. This two-handed weapon is not really that expensive. Drop that too. Save. All right, fast travel point. That's what I was looking for. And a level up. Well, you know what that means. We level up 2 attribute points. We're going to take double endurance just for the extra carry weight, I guess. 2 more points here. Let's go to practicality. Nope. Perception. Critical hits. Maybe I do want the spirituality where my critical hits drain the enemy's stamina. Movement speed multiplier increases spell power by the same amount. I don't think I have any movement speed. This. Critical hits reduce the stamina by 15% of the damage dealt. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I got 1 more point. 20% of this damage dealt. That's fine. Save. Great. I still need to sell. Where is a merchant? Wasn't that lady over here? She had a shop, didn't she? To the north? I believe Alma was over here, right? She had the little shop. See if I can find her camp. Where was that? Maybe to the south? She was along this wall, I remember that much. Yeah, I think it's this right here. I can sell to this chick. I also need to ask her if she needs any more help. Need anything else?
You've already done so much. Thank you for that. That said, there's one more thing you could help me with. The guild has been trying to get in touch with Dolph Jonkheer for a while now. He went missing somewhere in the Forlorn Swords.
Okay.
All I know is that he was supposed to be conducting research in the territory of the Sven tribe. We need to make sure he's safe and sound.
Okay. I'll do my best to find Dolph.
I appreciate it. Once you find him, ask him to provide a report on his research and bring it back to me. I'll pass it along to the right people. Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious about this. It's standard practice. Every member of the Alchemist Guild is required to submit these reports from time to time.
Open shop.
Hope you'll find...
Sell. We have 82,000 gold. Sell the mace. Sell the spear. Sell all of the bows. We're at 117,000. But wait, there's more. We'll keep the Archdruid stuff. We'll get rid of these 2 items. We don't need those. We'll sell these trash items. We will fuel and identify all this stuff. Okay, great. Sell.
Hope you'll...
And go to weapons. Poisoned Knight's Gladius +7. Doombringer's Hook. Increases attack speed by 100% depending on missing health. 2 Red Death Swords +6 and 4. Great Sword +5. Great Axe +3. Ice Tongue Spear. Attacks have a 20% chance to apply slow. Nice. No armor. No other junk. I'm just going to pause it while I sell all this trash, I think. No, I think I should actually stash this stuff. We're at 194 of 280. I definitely need to find a stash in this area. Feels good to sell all that trash, though. I don't know what we're going to do with all this money that I got. Oh, nice of you to come back, dear. Go over here and use this fast travel point to get back to where we were. Also use it to go north. Let's use it to go north, and then we will grab our horse. Oh, here you are. I don't want a pet. I want a mount. Mount the horse, bro. This is my horse. My horse is amazing. Alright, we're just gonna skedaddle. It's my horse. Alright, we're coming up on the location that the treasure is in. I'll jump off my horse here because there are enemies about. Big enemies. Keep missing. Remember, each one of these hits is over 300 damage. That's a crit on an undetected attack. Two-shot that guy. There's supposed to be something buried over here. Whoa. This is a rather large stash of stuff. Very hard. Wow, that was a tough lock. Grandma's secret. Wow. Breath stealer. Another chest. Silver chalice, strong health potion, another chest. Breaking all the locks. Very hard. Like right there. There it is. Man, that was tricky. Awesome. Well, great. That was a nice little stash. Lots of stuff there. Unfolding has a quest all the way up there. Take a look at that. See what this house over here is. Where are you? Oh, it's Fillmore.
You again? I see you've decided to head into the Forlorn Swords yourself. Charming place, isn't it?
She's so happy.
Look at that! I am so close!
Look at what?
The Frostgrot shells! They're near! I've heard that some snails leave their nests just to shed their old shells out in the open. So they don't have to leave the past where they live. Very wise, don't you think?
How do you even know about their existence?
The first Frostgrot I ever saw was in Camelot. It had been brought there by soldiers from the Forlorn Swords, on orders from the magicians and alchemists of the capital. The whole meaning of its life was reduced to being a specimen. They laughed at it. So slow, so useless, they said. They said the same things my father said about me many times. You're too slow, you're too weak, in his eyes. I heard that the path I chose marked me as useless. In the life they imagined for me, the only role I was ever meant to fulfill was that of a courtly woman.
Yeah, it's good you found something you can identify with.
As strange as it may sound, yes. Every knight, in the end, must choose their heraldry. I wanted mine to be the Frostgrots, but first, I had to get to know them, see them in their natural home, free and beautiful. And now, I'm so close.
Do you need any help?
Oh no, I think I'll manage. Besides, if you don't mind, I'll be setting off again soon. The frost grots won't find themselves after all.
Sure, I won't stop you any longer.
Thank you once again, kind wanderer. Maybe we'll meet again, and I'll be able to tell you more about the frost grots.
What an interesting character. Dalriata Shrine. Alright, well, we'll pick this up again in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if you like. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.